Interested in getting tickets to a concert or sporting event? Use SeatGeek and get $20 off on your next purchase with promo code OBERSPORTS. That's OBERSPORTS, OBERSPORTS.
What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here, coming to you with my reactions to Packers versus Seahawks. Packers pitch a shutout, win 17-0. First shutout since, I believe, 2018 against Buffalo. And man, what a defensive performance it was. I mean, this defense, man, this is a championship level defense that we're watching right now. This is the first time in like the last 10 years that I can remember having a defense that could legitimately go out and win you a football game when your offense wasn't clicking. I mean, a performance like this today from the Packers offense, that was usually a death sentence. That was usually a game the Packers lose like 35-17 or something, 35-10. Today, the Packers defense picked them up, and I haven't seen that in so damn long. I am so pleased with the defensive effort today. Of course, the offense, is a different story. The way that they executed was not great. They didn't really seem like they were all on the same page. I kind of feel like a part of that had to do with Rodgers being out for the last 2 weeks and not being able to practice with the number one, so maybe he was a little bit rusty. But, I mean, hey, they got us enough points. They scored 17, and A.J. Dillon really turned it on in the last couple drives. He had 2 touchdowns on the last 2 Packers drives to kind of seal the victory. But, man, let me tell you, A.J. Dillon, teams in January, even December, January, February, whatever, teams are not going to want to run into this guy. Teams are not going to want to have to continue dealing with this guy running into their face for, over and over and over again. He is such a weapon for a team like Green Bay playing in the cold and the snow. I mean, having a running back like that is just awesome. Of course, the injuries today are a big concern, though. Aaron Jones got injured. They said it might be an MCL sprain, which would be better than an MCL tear, but still an injury that'll probably keep him out for quite a bit. Then Whitney Merciless injured his bicep trying to get to Wilson, and then Rashawn Gary injured his arm trying to make a tackle. His arm kind of got caught under the pile and twisted. Apparently it was pretty gruesome. They didn't show an injury, or they didn't show the replay of the injury on CBS, but I would hope that he's going to be okay. But, I mean, definitely some concern on the injury front. This team's already really banged up. So, I mean, that just makes the fact that they shut out Seattle even more impressive. But, man, I mean, it really sucks to have those guys injured and not healthy for our potential postseason run. Hopefully we can get as healthy as possible before the postseason. But still, great performance by the team. And the Packers are actually now the number 1 seed again in the NFC. And having that number 1 seed would be really, really big for this Packers team, giving them that extra week of rest to try and get guys healthy and ready to play. And then, of course, having home field advantage again throughout the entire playoffs, get a team from Florida, get a team from Texas or California, whatever, into Lambeau Field in January, and just pound away with A.J. Dillon, it would be great. It would be great. And they're definitely on track for that. But, they have to start figuring things out offensively first. The last 2 weeks have been really, really bad on that side of the football. But thankfully our defense is finally able to pick the offense up. And, as a Packers fan, this is something I've been waiting for so long. We have not had a defense that has been able to do things like this in forever. And, a game like this is a game the Packers of the past, 5-10 years or so would usually lose like 28-10 or 35-17 or something like that. Instead they go out there and they win. They pitch a shutout. I mean, it's just so encouraging. It's so encouraging to see the team, lift the other side of the ball up. I mean, it's something we haven't seen in so long from the defense, and hopefully it can continue. And maybe the weather actually had something to do with that today, because the Packers just seemed extra fast, extra intense today, and Seattle was just really out of sorts. Of course, Wilson was first game back after 3 weeks out with the finger injury. And yes, Russell Wilson did live, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. I know his finger injury was super serious, but they would not stop talking about it on CBS. Talking about it like he was like coming off of like a ACL tear from last year or something. I mean, I was like, Jesus Christ, how many times are we going to hear about this guy's finger? It was a finger. Come on. But they really got to him today. They really made him work for the yards he got. He threw 2 interceptions. He was pressured constantly. They made his life difficult, and that was all you could ask for the Packers defense today. They were exceptional. But overall, yeah, I mean, getting the win was huge because the Cardinals lost and the Buccaneers lost as well. So giving yourself some more space in the top seed there and taking back the number 1 seed really, really big. And hopefully they can hold on to that number 1 seed, because none of those teams want to come to Lambeau. None of those teams want to come to Lambeau and have to face our defense and have to face A.J. Dillon running into their face for 60 minutes. None of those teams want that. So if we can hold on to that number 1 seed, it's going to be great. But anyways, guys, that's all I got to say in this video. Really great performance by the defense today, and hopefully they can continue it. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Go Pack, go.